Okay, good morning. It's Friday, the 20th. Um, Egyptian folders are due today if you're here at school. And of course, if you're not, they're just due when you come back. Okay, so keep that in mind. They are due when you come back because most of you, I think all of you with folders anyway, I sent home the papers that we were doing. And so make sure you bring those back when you come back to school. We are done with Egypt. Today we're going to do a ReadWorks short reading of Nefertari's tomb, and it's easier than some of the others, and it only has 5 questions, and I believe they're all multiple choice. So that should be pretty easy for you to complete today. There is audio, so you can not only read it, but you can listen to it being read too. Make sure that when you are done with that, you turn that in. You need to make sure you turn it in, otherwise it says you didn't do it. In English, we're going to work on our papers. Um, a couple of you sent me your papers, and so I proofread them. So you're going to see this green writing. So hopefully you understand the message that I wrote to you about how you could clean up your paper a little bit. A couple of you didn't really write a topic sentence. You didn't even really write a sentence. The topic sentence is when you tell the reader what you're writing about. So if your first paragraph is about how your two things are different, then example for me, I wrote about Thanksgivings, and I would put something like, my Thanksgiving this year will be very different from the Thanksgivings of the past. And then that whole paragraph is going to be just about how they're different. My second paragraph, I need to do another topic sentence. And if I'm telling how they're the same, then I'm going to say, my Thanksgiving this year will have some things that are similar to Thanksgivings of the past. And then I follow that up by all of my how it's going to be different. And don't forget, when you're done with your second paragraph, you need to write your conclusion of your paper. And that is where you have to say something like, in conclusion, to sum it up, finally, lastly, and then your final thoughts about them being different or alike. So what I did was Thanksgiving, I could say something like, to sum it up, Thanksgiving may be different in some ways, but in other ways it will be the same because it will still involve family, fun, and good food, or something like that. It's your final thoughts. Okay, when we come to the end of the paper, we don't just say the end. That's not good writing. You have to have a conclusion. So again, to sum it up, in conclusion, finally, lastly, and then your final thoughts. Okay, pay attention remember as you're typing on the Google Doc, if it's in red, that means it's misspelled. So click on the word to see how it should be spelled. And if it's in blue, that means there's something wrong. Either you have grammar wrong, or maybe you need an S on it, or ED, or it's not really misspelled. It just needs a correction. So make sure you pay attention when you see color on there. And again, I try to write and make suggestions on your paper, and I return them to you. So if you turned it into me, you need to check, because I returned it to you to make corrections. And when you're done, then you can share with me again, and then it will tell me that you're finished. If you get done with that, which I don't think anybody remote is done yet, you can work on iStation for a little bit more practice. Okay? Hopefully you're getting caught up on everything. This weekend I'm taking home my computer, and I'll be emailing anything that I'm missing in the grade book to you and your parent. So just so they know kind of where you are. And again, I know remote is not the easiest thing, but you are doing the same thing we're doing in class. So, and hopefully, and the instruction I give you on here is pretty much the same instruction I'm giving in class. With your ability to ask questions, though, is going to be in an email rather than face-to-face. And I know that's harder. So let me know if you need anything. Make sure that you're reading books. We are going to have a party, and you need to be reading books and taking tests on Reading Quiz. So make sure you're doing that. Make sure that your books are the right level. And hopefully I'll see some of you back here again next week. So let me know. Let me know if you have questions today. Email me, and I'll answer you just as soon as I can get to it, okay? All right. Have a great day. Bye.